Hello! Back in 2015 I think it was, I made a video showing how to make blackberry jam, and this video was a complete failure, so it never got posted. But it's always bothered me that I never remade it because it was so bad. All these years later I'm going to make some more blackberry jam. So here are some blackberries. So I'm going to pick these. This is a really good time of year for picking blackberries. This is actually... Oh, where am I? There I am. This is actually a really good, because this is actually in my garden. Right, the bush itself is actually over the fence, but these are going over the fence into my garden, so I'm going to collect the blackberries. One of the key mistakes I made last time was that I didn't have enough blackberries, and it kind of all went a bit pear-shaped. I burnt them, basically. I was heating them up. Oh, it was wet. And yeah, I didn't have enough. So I'm going to make sure I've got loads this time. A lot of these blackberries are still quite bright red. You can't eat them when they're like that. What I like about blackberries, well, there's loads here. They're all bright red. But what I like about blackberries is that they unite us. It may sound silly. I was walking to the next town a couple of weeks ago, and I passed some small children picking blackberries, and it reminded me of when I was a small child and I used to pick blackberries. And I carried on walking. About 5 minutes later I passed this old lady, and she was also picking blackberries, and she was all smiling. She was smiling like a small child. She was like, she was enjoying herself like the small children were that I saw earlier. And you're thinking, all the generations, young and old, something they all like to do. Right, so this is what I've collected so far. I'm going to collect some more off camera. There's another bush down the road which is quite good. The problem is with this one here on the other side of the fence I've just been, is loads of stinging nettles, and I keep getting stung, and it's a bit hard to reach in and grab them all, plus a lot of them are quite red. But there's another bush down the road. I'm going to go down there. Hopefully no one's spotted that one yet, because when people learn about blackberry bushes they do tend to swarm around them and pick them all. So I'm going to go down there, get them off camera, and I'll be back when I've got them. Filming this little bit on my phone. It's the following day. My camera's at home, but I found this blackberry bush. Hundreds and thousands of blackberries, and it's really close to where I live. And the beautiful thing is, no one ever comes here. Even I didn't come here. That's how little people come here, and it's right next to where I live. So this is really good. I'm collecting loads and loads and loads of blackberries from here. Having to cut a little bit of a path because you can see it's not the easiest access to get into this little bit here. But yeah, making good progress. Hopefully I have a nice load of blackberries in a bit. Okay, so it's been about a week since I picked those blackberries, and I was going to make these jam earlier, but I felt I didn't have enough blackberries, so I thought I'd wait for... there's a lot of red ones on the bush. So I thought I'd wait for the red ones to turn black and then pick them. Unfortunately, in that time, a few of the ones I had in my fridge, I've got them here, a few of these did start to go a little bit mouldy. I've scooped out all the ones which I think are bad, but they're not as firm as they were. I've just picked some new ones. These are a lot firmer. You can't really see that on camera. So I'm hoping this will be enough now. Now, the recipe I found online is to make 2.5 litres worth of jam. I have no reason to eat 2.5 litres worth of jam. And plus, I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight. I'm failing miserably on that. I'm making another video on me trying to lose a bit of weight. That will come out at the end of the year. But just know, making sugary jam while trying to lose weight, yeah, the two things don't go together very well, but I'm going to do it anyway because, why not? So the recipe I found online, it was a good... I can't remember what it was now. I'll put the link at the bottom. I'm only going to go by it roughly, but what it said to do is to put the blackberries into a bowl and then cover it in sugar, or mix all the sugar in, and then it all dissolves or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember. It was like a week ago I read it. I mean, I could get my laptop out now and refresh my memory, but I'm not going to actually make this tonight because it's getting late. I go to work tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's Sunday. I go to work on Sunday mornings and I don't come home until Monday. So this will actually be sitting, marinating in sugar between now and Monday, and I'm hoping it won't go mouldy. If it does, then I just have to get some more blackberries and try again. I picked out all the ones that looked like they were going bad. Well, see, you know, you don't come to my channel for amazing, successful things on how to do this and how to do that. Most of my how-to videos are fundamentally flawed in some area. Find a bowl. I don't own a bowl. Well, like, I own a bowl to eat cereal out of, but I don't own like a big bowl for cooking. But I've got a saucepan, and what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to pour them all in the saucepan. And so that's my old lot. And if I turn the camera down, you'll be able to see it. Okay, that's the lot that's been sitting in the fridge for a week. And I picked these ones like 10 minutes ago, but it's just started to rain and it's dark, so I came in. So I'm going to put them together. So I've got loads in there now. There we go. If you saw my last kitchen video, it's been a while since I made a video in the kitchen. It was the lasagna one. I had a camera mounted here. Yeah, that fell off. It was only on a cheap sticky pad. And yeah, I heard a loud bang one morning. I was like, what the hell was that? And the camera had fallen off and smashed. But that camera didn't work anyway, properly. Right, so I'm going to get some sugar. Now, I'm just guessing here. I'm not going by any exact measurements. I could count... Oh, God. You open up a bag of sugar and it goes everywhere. I could, you know, kind of work out exactly how much to reduce everything by. Because from how much it said in the book to how much I've got here. But this is all guesswork. I know you do need quite a bit of sugar in it, so... how's that? Oh, just... if I can figure out how my tripod works. Okay, I've got that. I'm going to mix that all in. And then just let that do its thing. So I'm off to bed in a minute. Okay, I know it's not that late on that clock, but I have to get up quite early, and I have a few other things to do before I go to bed. But basically that is going to sit there. I'm going to mix it all up in a minute. That is going to sit there until I get home from work in 2 days. And then we'll see what it does. If it's mouldy, then yeah, it's going to be an interesting end to the video. Just quickly before I go, I just thought I'd show it to you all mixed up, so that it's sugar's all mixed in with the blackberries. It's now Tuesday! Yeah, I know I said I'd come back Monday, but I got home from work and I was just like, I can't be bothered. So anyway, let's have a look. They look alright, no mould. Woo! Right, so I'm following the instructions very, very loosely. And like, this is the wrong sugar. It says on the instruction you need like a special type of sugar, which like says set it all, and I'm just using regular sugar. So straight off the bat I know I'm using the wrong sugar. And also I'm supposed to let this come to room temperature for a while, and I haven't done that. And I'm going to put some more sugar in now, because I don't think I've got enough in there. Yeah, so basically this could all go horribly wrong. But hey, that's the way I do things. So I'm going to cut this lemon. I'm going to put some lemon juice in. I'll probably put either too much or too little, or not enough, or I don't know. I'm just going to pour it in. If I put it in camera shot, you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm just going to squeeze the juice in. I don't actually have one of those things that you can actually squeeze it out and everything. Lots of lemon juice. Maybe I'm only supposed to use a few drops, I don't know. There we go. Right, so I'm going to gently heat this. This one's so small, it just won't boil anything. And the reason I'm using that one is because last time I attempted this video, basically it burnt, and that's not what I want. So I'm basically going to use this one, heat it up slowly. Right, so I've got a spoon. I'll stir this up. See, last time I tried this, I found one of the biggest problems I had was that the blackberries didn't really break down, they kept their form. So even though I did make it and it all burned, I did actually put it into a jar and then it all went just completely solid. It was like solid as a rock. And I eventually managed to get it out of the jar by dissolving it with hot water over several days so I could reuse the jar. But as I was doing that, the actual blackberries themselves were still intact in this solid mass. But I was reading the instructions on the recipe, and I've read other instructions. They don't say anything about having to break the blackberries down or anything, or crush them or sieve them. It just sort of implies that they will eventually break down. This may be another disaster, but hey, it's not the first time I've posted a video on my channel which was a complete failure. It's why you subscribe to me, isn't it? To see me fail. It's amusing, it's entertainment. Or something, I don't know. I'm going to pop this plate in the freezer briefly and cool it down. Apparently you need a cold thing to drop it on, see if it sets, I don't know. There's quite a lot of liquid in here. I didn't add any liquid, this is all from the blackberries. I was thinking about adding some water in, but I don't need to. I'm kind of trying to crush the blackberries as I stir them to get as much juice out of them as possible. Okay, so here is my plate, fresh out the freezer, very cold. Let's see what happens. Heights of excitement. Apparently it's supposed to set on contacts with the cold surface. That's and I can assure you the plate is quite cold. In my last jam, the problem was it set solid and was completely uneatable. This jam, the opposite is happening. It's way too runny and is uneatable. So somewhere between the video that you never saw and this video is how to make jam. I've been heating this for way longer than it recommends. So basically what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pour it into the jar, and if it fails, then what else did you expect from my channel? Seriously. The blackberries have broken down quite a lot. So last time they hadn't broken down much at all, it just went solid and the blackberries kept their form. But this one, they're actually, they've broken down into little bits, and they're actually, I think, would be spreadable now. So I'm just going to pour it in. It's currently the next day, and the jam's been sitting in the fridge overnight, and here it is in my Uncle Ben's jar. Yeah, I spilled it a little bit down the side, and it seems to be alright. It seems to kind of have the consistency of jam. So I'm going to try it out. Got the most pathetic piece of bread here, slightly toasted because it was frozen. Apparently this stuff doesn't break off very easily if it's frozen, because it was the life of it, and I wanted just a slice, breaks out. Anyway, so let's try it out. I haven't got any butter or anything on here. I'm literally just plonking it on. So I used, I don't know, a certain amount of blackberries, quite a bit of sugar, juice from a lemon, heated it up for an unknown amount of time, and then that got me my jam. Let's see what it tastes like. It actually tastes alright, actually. I'm going to call that a success, actually. I'm going to say that works. In the future, I might see if there's like alternatives to using quite so much cane sugar. Where is it? Here we go, because obviously this isn't particularly healthy, and I did use quite a bit of it. and it doesn't really help with the fact I am trying to lose a bit of weight. So making this video was a bit dumb really, but I wanted to do it because there's so many blackberries where I live. That's actually nice jam. Yeah, I'm going to say that is a success. I'm going to say, yeah, I did it. If you like this video, good for you. You know what to do. Alright, bye.